Hey guys, thanks for checking out my new channel, Up to Level 6. We got the name from Level 6 Creative, which is my company. We are a collective of writers, directors, producers, and VFX artists, among other things. And we produce content for the major networks, ABC, NBC, Fox Television, some films. And anyway, I'm not going to sit here and tell you everything we do, but I just want to let you know that I am a gearhead and a geek. And absolutely have gear lust, and didn't think that there was such a thing for a product like a car mount. However, having gone through several bad car mounts before I found this one, I can tell you that there is such a thing as a bad car mount. And this one is not one. This one is actually by far the best one on the market, and I'm going to show you why. A little about this channel, since it is our first video, I do want to build up subscribers, so we're going to do things like we're going to have giveaways and also, you know, just whatever. I'm going to try and build up some subscribers and see what I can do with this. I do get some products that will be for beta or for review. I'll also be reviewing stuff that is my own that I use. Probably do some tutorials on this channel as well for other things that might or might not interest people that are looking at car mounts. But one thing I want to explain, that at least as of right now, I am not going to put a bad review on here. That's not to say that I am going to give everything a good review. It means that I'm going to only put things here that I use, or that I would use, or recommend somebody else to use. So anything that that I put on here is a product. If someone sends me something, for example, and I don't like the product, I just won't put the review up, or at least not on the YouTube channel. And most of the stuff that well, right now, all of this stuff is stuff that I use because I use this all the time. It is an absolutely wonderful car mount, and it's safe because a bad car mount is unsafe. And the Easy One Touch 3, even though I'm going to kind of show you this as an open box, I've already looked through it, so it's not really an open box. They put everything in a little Ziploc bags, so they're not really the sexiest packaging that they use when they you know, put together the Easy One Touch 2. So I would imagine that once it's out of beta, not beta, pre-release or whatever, that it will have different packaging. So let me tell you about each little piece here, which there's only really two, and then there's one other thing that I'll explain what that is. But what we have here are two parts that make up the entire unit, and they are the base, which is the up-down telescopic arm, which goes out 1 inch, so you can get the action closer to you if you so desire. It's pretty close, actually, believe it or not. You know, depending on your dash, you can get it really close without even using the telescopic arm. With the 1 inch, helps a lot if you really want it. And then there's the mechanism that is the one touch part of the Easy One Touch. And right here you see there's a mechanism for tightening and loosening. I would say be careful with this. This is the only part of this that's a little bit susceptible to breakage, because it's a plastic piece. However, everything else is so sturdy, but this one piece, just be careful with it. Don't, you know, it's really simple. All you got to do is take what I just showed you, put it on that little ball bearing. It's not really a ball bearing, but you know, so the metal ball, I guess, and then tighten it. Just what I did is I tried to tighten it too hard, and I cracked one once, which is how I got in touch with the company originally, and I told them how much they loved it, and they sent me this one to review, and on top of the other one, which they sent me the replacement part in 2 seconds. So great company, great customer service, and just a great product. So that's how easy it is to assemble, and look how beautiful that product. I mean, it's just, for a car mount, that's not something that, you know, I'd be ashamed to leave sitting on my car outside of you know, it being you know, without a come on, Adam, without a phone in it. So it is absolutely wonderful. I'm gonna show you should I make the comparisons now? Yeah. Before I even show you the suction and functionality and stuff like that, I'm just going to show you what everything does, so I can move it around pretty easily. here's an iPhone 6. I'm gonna bring it back here so you can see it. Here's an iPhone 6. I have my trusty navigation, and you see that button right there? You literally just push back against it, and it will snap these arms into place. And then you have it, and you have full motion as to where you want to keep it once it's mounted on your dash or desk or whatever you're going to do with it. Plus, you can turn it into landscape. Again, it's hard to get it straight while I'm looking at a video. I'm using my iPhone 5S in order to record this, so I'm sorry for the bad lighting and that lack of camera op, but should give you an idea. Now, this thing is sturdy as a rock. I mean, it does not move. Again, if you wanted to, you could move the telescopic arm and tighten it. And we're not suction down yet, but I'm going to show you that in a minute. But yeah, okay. You know what? Let's show you this. Should we look at this side? Now, to release, it's really simple. See these? There's these little tabs on the side, little wings, I guess I call them. You just press it, and presto, it's out. Put it back in, it's back on. Press it, bam, off. It's as simple as that. Now, to show you the diversity that you can have with one mount, I'm going to show you the much maligned iPhone 5C that my wife owned for a little while, and show you how easy it is. See, I just clicked it to bring it back. That's how you open it. That's how you trap it. That's how you open it. So it doesn't matter as long as your phone is 2.3, I think, to what is it? 2.3 to 3.5 inches. It was actually 0.3 inches larger than the last iteration of the Easy One Touch. You can, fit any phone in here. So here's the 5C. Bam. Simple as that. Landscape. Done. So there you go. There you have it. I just showed you two very different phones, the 6 Plus and the 5C, fitting in here perfectly well, and it's horribly ugly blue color. All right, so let's take that out. Enough with the 5C. I just wanted to show you how versatile it is. Now I want to show you some of the improvements. You see how great the product is. First of all, you have full movability, like I showed you there. Plus you have this knob, which I'm going to show you in a second why this knob is an improvement, a very good improvement over the last one. And then you lock that in place, and then you suction it down, which I'm going to save the suctioning for last because there's some wrong things going around the internet about the Easy One Touch 2 that I want to clarify. Now, some differences. This is the Easy One Touch 2, which is a fine product all on its own. Has the same exact telescopic arm where you can pull it out, but to do it you have to get underneath here, and I never really thought of it as a bad design. Never really bothered me at all until I saw the Easy One Touch 3. Now I can never go back to it because the Easy One Touch 3 has that. Instead of going underneath, it's much more accessible on the top. So when you're driving, if you wanted to move it up and down, going up to the top is much easier. And that button, that knob rather, that I showed you, I want you to take a look at it. It's so simple right there. So simple to turn. And that's the knob that, I tightened it really tight. That's the knob that controls this, which is something sometimes based on the sunlight or whatever you might want to change. Now on the Easy One Touch 2, I think this part alone is worth the price of admission as far as upgrading. If you already own the One Touch 2 and you're thinking about getting the 3, these two things alone are worth it. You have to turn this guy. Whoops, I accidentally got it stuck. You have to turn this guy. Do you see the knob? It's like a ridged thing, and if you tighten it real tight like I do in order to keep it nice and sturdy, it's harder to turn than the other knob. Now I've tested them both. Obviously I've been testing this one for about a year or so in my car. I don't know how long, 6 months, 8 months anyway. And this one for a few days, and I'll probably do another video and add the car part to it, but trust me, it doesn't move in the car, whether you're using it to record outside or not. So that knob is just way better. Now, aesthetically, this backing versus this button, see, look, remember this? You just press that and snaz it into place. Well, this one does the same thing, but it's a button, and it's a little thing right there. It's not that it's hard to do, but this is easier to access. It's easier to just kind of like have it flip, and this button was innovation. This is innovation and design, and I don't know who's designing for them, like aesthetics, but that person should start winning awards if they're not already, because this is absolutely a phenomenal piece of kit. So we are going to we're going to show you the suction now. Now I want you to pay attention to something. Do you see this? This right here is your key to getting it off. Now there has been some complaints. I don't particularly have this problem. I'll tell you what happens with mine, but there have been complaints of the suction because it's so strong, leaving, when you pull it off, a little mark. I do get a mark when I pull mine off, but it goes away within an hour. I have a hard dashboard, and I usually stick it on for days at a time, and I pull it off, and sometimes weeks at a time. And when I pull it off, it just leaves a ring that goes away in about an hour, and it's without me doing anything. However, you might, if you have, say, a 2016 Porsche that you have the soft leather on top of the dash instead of my 2013 Kia Sportage, they give you this thing, which they call their sticky suction pad, which you put on the actual surface that you're going to stick it to, and then you put this, when you do the suction, on top of that, therefore eliminating that, because this is super strong. I guess this is a little less or whatever, but it doesn't leave a mark. They call it their sticky suction pad, and both things work unbelievably well. I don't know what this technology is, if it's just them or whether they created it, patented it, or what, but it is it's from Korea, so maybe they, well, actually, I don't know where the company is from. I take that back. I have no idea. So, I go to all of the trade shows. I'm telling you, I go to CES, and products like this, these little, because there's everything when you go to those shows. This stuff sticks out. Because watch this suction. It works amazingly. And what's more amazing, I'm going to take off the little sticker, which I probably shouldn't have put back on. I put it on. It flips right off when you're using it the first time, but I was trying to make this look like an open box, but I had already actually opened it. So, see, there's a little lever right here. Here's how you do it. I'm going to do it sideways so you can see. Okay? I'm going to bring the arm out too, so you get more of a better view. There's a lever right here that I'm going to push down. So I'm going to lock it in place. I want to do it here so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to push it down. I am going to then push this lever all the way down to lock it in place. And now I have a fully ready to go, completely locked down mechanism. And this ain't moving. It ain't going nowhere. It is so sturdy. I mean, it is sturdy as a rock. And people don't read the instructions, or I don't know, RTFM people, because it is very simple to get this off. First of all, what I like to do is just kind of get the thing out of the way so I can undo the lever, which is the first thing you need to do. You undo the lever, and then you just want to get a little space underneath by pulling this tab, the one that I showed you. And then it comes, you just put a little bit of air, get a little bit of air underneath there, and it comes right off. Simple as that. That couldn't be much simpler, and I don't know why everyone is, not everyone, but a couple people have said, it's so hard, I can't get it off, and I've watched people not, like, I've watched the videos, because I'm weird like that, and obviously you are too, if you've stumbled onto this video. So, oh, one other thing. This is also a brand new mechanism that doesn't even exist on the One Touch on the One Touch 2. On the One Touch 2, you were limited. This was still great design, by the way. You have this piece right here that goes left and right. So depending on the phone, you still had access to the charger or the headphones if you want, or whatever's on the bottom of your phone, HDMI, whatever things are on the bottom of the phone. But you were limited to this spot right here. You can't go any lower than that. On this, and I haven't even really delved into exactly what this can do, but one thing it certainly can do, first of all, it's a double, I don't know if you can see that real well, it's a double piece now. Like, it's got two legs, and it's got a locking mechanism now too, because it goes up and down. It also goes side to side. So it goes up and down and side to side, which really gives you flexibility, because now I have a deeper base if I want one. So now I can place it, and I don't want to get it stuck again, but now I can go lower with it, or I can, and then tighten it or go up. So I just laid it down and it's still stuck. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't know if there's anything else I can say about this thing other than it is really fantastic. I give it 5 strong stars. It's one of the change. I'm sorry. Do you see the arms on the One Touch 2? They're a little smaller now, or a little bigger now. Excuse me. These versus these. You see the size difference? So I don't know if you can or not. Black jacket, but just basically these arms right here, just a little bit bigger, which makes it nice and maybe a little more snug for the actual iPhone or whatever phone, Samsung, whatever you're using. And it's just a great product. It's just so good. So yep, that's it. Thank you for checking out my review of the Easy One Touch 3. I say even if you own the Easy One Touch 2, it's worth the upgrade, which I'm surprised by, because they were far and ahead away from the competition with the Easy One Touch 2, and they've actually separated themselves even farther. So the only people they outdid was themselves, and I am very happy that I own this product. I'm happy that you checked out my video. I hope you subscribe and check out more. I'm sure I left out a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to wish I remembered or said some things wrong, but I guess that goes with the territory. And this was my first review, so please take it easy on me in the comments section. First of all, I can't believe I just made a 17-minute video on a mount for a phone. That says a lot about the mount or me. I'm not sure which. But anyway, thank you guys from Level 6 Creative and up to Level 6 UP2L6. Later.